Hello, welcome to Mocha Empress Oracle and Tarot. I am Renee, the Mocha Empress. And I have been gone for so long, and I am so sorry. I have missed you guys, but I am back. I'm back at it again. Yes, I am. And I am doing a spread today, or tonight, for the full moon in Sagittarius. Super full moon in Sagittarius. The strawberry moon. Yes, we are doing a Huntress for the Sacred Truth spread. Yes, and that's going to be 4 cards involved in this spread. 3 of the cards have questions attached to it, and the 4th card is a message from the ancestors, okay? So, I've already pre-shuffled somewhat. We shuffle just a little bit more. Shuffle a little bit more. Okay? Alright. Here's our 3 questions, and here is our message from the ancestors. Okay, and on the back we have the moon in reverse. That is release of fear, repressed emotions, inner confusion. Okay, so that could be why we are now searching for the truth. That's what this whole energy for the super full moon in Sagittarius is about. Looking for the truth, the meaning of it all. Okay? All right, so 3 questions. The first question is, what sacred truths are the fiery arrows of Sagittarius revealing to us that we need to explore? Okay? Four of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles. Saving money. Being conservatism, watching your pennies, paying your bills, taking care of business first, not overspending, not going out shopping with your money. You pay your bills first, and then whatever you have left over, you save it, or you're putting it into a savings, okay? Or you like buying real estate or something like that. You're trying to build your foundation, okay, so that you can be successful in the future, in the near future, hopefully. But this is basically watching what you do with your finances, okay? Being very careful, not being, spending lavishly or whatever. This is taking care of business, your financial business, okay? Okay. So, what do we need to explore? We need to explore taking care of business. We need to explore being in control of our securities, being in control of our finances. You see, a lot of people came out of this pandemic from being on shutdown, not being able to work. Some of them had to give up their jobs. So now they're trying to find work. So they're trying to find other means of making money, like passive income. Or they're not even returning to the same career field. They're changing career fields. Some of them are not even doing that. Some of them are going back to work. Going back to school to learn a different trade. So, because it's like something they've always been thinking about. It's been in the back of their mind, but they were working so hard at this other job, they didn't have time to go back to school. Well, you know what? The pandemic, it changed a lot of things for people. And so now they're like going back to school, trying to get another trade so that they can make more money and have, more money to work with as far as like a living, being able to afford the things that they need and want. So I think that's what sacred truth that's being revealed to us that we're exploring now as a collective. Okay, so the second card, it says Sagittarius understands the importance of global responsibility. What dialogues connected to privilege, class, social inequality, race, and gender are we being nudged to delve deeper into and reflect on? The Empress in reverse. The Empress in reverse is creating, we're having creative blocks. There's a dependence on others. So this is meaning for the question, what dialogues connected to privilege, class, social inequality, race, and gender are we being nudged to delve deeper into and reflect on? The fact that we can't depend on others. We're just now getting to, most of us, not most of us, but some of us are just now waking up to the fact that we can't depend on other people. We can't depend on others to take care of us, that we have to do that ourselves. We have to reach our own dreams. We have to help ourselves reach our own dreams. We can't depend on, especially those that are not out to help the collective at all, that are in it for just the money, the elite, those at the very, very tip top that have basically left us behind. We're trying to figure it out, and we're finding out that we can't depend on them, that we can only depend on ourselves. We can only make ourselves happy and take care of ourselves. So, we've been blocking ourselves creatively because we've been so busy working our butts off, trying to make ends meet, trying to make a living, trying to stay alive, scratching and scraping and trying to save and trying to pay and take care of our families and our loved ones. We've been blinded and we've been blocked, but now we're awake. We're waking up and realizing, hey, it doesn't have to be this way. So we want to be abundant too. We want to be the Empress. But we're now realizing we've been asleep for a while. We've been asleep, some of us our whole lives. And it's time for us to wake up. We're reflecting on how we used to be asleep, how we had to depend on the government and depend on others for handouts and help us and assistance. We can't do that anymore because it's getting harder and harder. So we're trying to find out ways, and it comes back to this. Trying to find ways to make money, to make that buck, passive income, putting what little bit we can into stocks, building our portfolios, trying to make it so that if we ever fall into this position again, we won't be hurting like we have been past couple of years. So, see how it's tying in together? Okay, third question. What free-spirited adventures will the Sagittarius full moon spark? Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, compassion, calm, comfort. What free-spirited adventures will the Sagittarius full moon spark? And with this energy, I would say being able to just go somewhere and chill and relax, go on vacation, go hang out with your girls, things that are calming, that you can hang out with your family, you can spend more time with your family, something that's comforting, that you're not stretched so thin and you're not always on edge and you're not under pressure all the time, Free-spirited adventures. Sacred truth. Being able to save and afford and help yourself financially, get back ahead, to get out of the hole, Not depend on others, but depend on yourself and find a way out so that you can enjoy the pleasures of life, the little things in life with your family, with your loved ones, or with yourself if you don't have those things, That's what it's going to spark. Finding your truth is being comfortable with yourself. Being comfortable in the fact that you're not having to rely on others. You can do it yourself. But knowing that you have that choice, that you can have someone come along with you for the ride, that makes it all the sweeter. Message from the ancestors. Six of Swords. Transition. Rite of passage. Change. Yes. That means that's a message from the ancestors. And I think what it's saying, going in hand with these other energies, these other questions, is that you have to accept change. It's like a circle, Instead of sitting and wallowing in misery and you're in self-pity, feeling sorry for yourself, you have to change. You have to be willing to change for the better. Sometimes that calls for drastic change, big change, like uprooting yourself and moving to a different location, selling your house, moving into an apartment, something more affordable, so you can get back on your feet. This is change for the better. You've already passed 5 swords. That was conflict, remember? 6 of Swords. That is change, rite of passage. That means things are lifting up off of you and getting easier. Starting to look brighter. See, look how he's looking in the distance. With a sense of hope. Okay? So you do that. You work on getting yourself financially squared away. Okay? You have to save. You have to make sure that you're not spending on stuff that you don't need. You have to overcome those creative blocks. You have to realize that you cannot depend on other people, that you have to basically do it yourself. Work hard, do it yourself. And you'll be able to feel those comforts, You'll be able to sit back and chill. You'll be able to be calm, not be stressed out, not be stretched thin, not feel so pressed, full of pressure. Okay? So when your finances start looking better and in the right spot where they need to be, you won't feel stressed out and depressed and always like you're just in a rush and in a hurry and always working, and it won't feel that way because you've allowed change to happen. And it's going to happen again because now you're going to start being successful in those areas. So that's the message from ancestors. Okay? And that's the message for the supermoon in Sagittarius. Strawberry moon. Basically. Remember sacred truths. That's the truth. Be truthful with yourself. Stop lying to yourself. If you're in a job or you're in a relationship or you live somewhere where you're miserable and the energy is just off and you're never happy, you're just always down, you don't look forward to being there, and you try to find every excuse not to be there, it's time to move on. Doesn't matter what situation you're in. If that's what you fear, remember I said fear? That was the overall energy, the moon in reverse. You have to release this fear, okay? You have to get rid of it. Fear of change. Fear of transition. Okay? You have to not be afraid. You have to suck it up. If you ever want to be happy, if you ever want to be able to accomplish things that you've always dreamed of, you're going to have to release that fear. And pardon my French, fuck fear. Okay? It keeps you stagnant. It keeps you standing still. It keeps you from being progressive, from being successful. It keeps you repressed. Okay? It represses your emotions. This is fear of change. So you have to release it. Okay? Okay. All right. I hope you like the message. Just let me know what you think in the comments, okay? Like, share, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time, okay? Peace, love, and light. Love you. Bye.